Welcome back everybody to the joinDOTA League Season 2, Game number 2 between No Earth Spirit and Sneaky Nick's Assassins. Game number 1 was a rather one-sided stomp by Sneaky Nick's Assassins, to be honest. It started out pretty even, but Sneaky Nick's Assassins just turned on a whole nother gear and started just getting tower after tower and kill after kill, just on the back of fluff and stuff with his visage. And the Tree and Protector, of course, did help out as well. Maybe we'll see it banned this time around, maybe not. As well, my name is still Coucher, and with me once again will be Hallmark.
Hey, how are you doing today, guys?
Well, I guess they're awesome. They must be, man. They get to see some awesome American Dota, and well, it's kind of refreshing for me at least, because I've only been casting European as well as Southeast Asian stuff. Because, well, it's night time for me, so all the American games usually it's left to some other casters, but taking the night shift today as well. We were discussing before whether the Tree and Protector is gonna get banned in the first rotation, but didn't look like it. And Sneaky Nick's Assassins, well, I don't think they're actually gonna go for the first pick Treant, but I guess in Mirana is a possibility.
They banned the Invoker.
Oh man, so what do you think Sneaky Nick's Assassins actually should or is looking to go for?
They banned out the Lycan, they banned out the Naga, so they're trying to ban out the push. Like, that's... I think they're trying to do more teamfight oriented this time. Like, I don't know, like, it stumped them. I think they wanted the Invoker first pick.
What? It's very well possible, and well, usually the strongest heroes actually are like Invoker, Battery, but well, Brewmaster, that hero, and, it's ridiculous how fast and how popular that hero got all of a sudden.
What were his
right
changes? Here. I'm gonna pull up the changelog. Like, what changed to Brewmaster to make him so popular all of a sudden?
But the Aghanim Scepter buff came from 6.8 already, didn't it?
I'm gonna actually look it up right now.
Yeah, do that. I mean, I'm not too sure, I just can't memorize all of the patch notes, of course. And well, I mean, it's just so ridiculous for me how much that hero is getting picked up. I mean, it's just the case that even if the heroes don't really fall off, it was the same with the Tree and Protector. At the TI3 qualifiers and at the TI3, like the Tree and Protector, around that area, it was a really strong pick. Then it was just completely forgotten. And now, suddenly, Tree and Protector is back. Brewmaster has made its way back as well. And it's funny to see how people just kind of reinvent strategies with the old heroes who have been strong all along to begin with.
Yeah, and I looked it up. So the changes are: if you have not been attacked for 10 seconds, your next attack will always activate a Drunken Brawl critical hit. I guess that's the main thing. And this is, if you have not been attacked for 10 seconds, Drunken Brawl will cause you to evade the next attack.
Well, okay, the crit, yeah, it definitely actually has come into play quite a lot. The crit actually hurts a lot. Especially if you have like face boots Brewmaster with maybe drums on top of that and just then going for the blink and Aghanims. So I guess it helps out, not only just farming, and if you just wait, especially in the mid lane, you can actually harass quite efficiently. If you haven't attacked for 10 seconds, you just go for the Thunderclap and one right click. That already brings your enemy down usually like, maybe not half HP, but like 60% or so. So I guess...
Do you think Brewmaster is a viable mid, or do you think he's better off as a support?
Well, I think he needs the levels, and this is support. It may or may not happen. You can treat it a little bit like an Ancient Apparition, which if you get that level 6 early enough, you're gonna have an impact. Whereas if you do not get it, you're just gonna be useless. Although Brewmaster, well, the level 6 might be a bit stronger in team fights, although the cooldown is way longer than an Ice Blast as well, but I like him as a mid role, but it depends heavily on what he actually has to go up against. And so far, well, as they picked the Brewmaster so early, No Earth Spirit can pick accordingly now.
Yeah, like their last game against Revenge, they picked a Brewmaster and they played him mid, right? But who did Revenge play that game? They had a Night Stalker mid, so it was a Night Stalker versus a Brewmaster. So like, I don't know when he was picked up along the way, but, you know, they banned out the OD.
I guess the Brewmaster can't do much of anything against the OD when he can Thunderclap, because that's actually one of the things that he requires to get the farm or relies on usually. Just getting the Thunderclap to both harass your enemy as well as get the last hits at the same time. It's fairly spammable as well if you just Bottle Crow or get a few runes along the way. But, well, I mean, I wouldn't mind the Night Stalker all that much, because the silence would be really good against the Darkseer as well, especially if you go for the ganks early on. Just make it so that the Darkseer can't surge, especially as no Earth Spirit with the Treant Protector and the Luna. Once again, well, not once again, but this time around, no Earth Spirit. Looks like they are the ones lacking the lockdown, especially against heroes like Darkseer and the Brewmaster.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they haven't picked up on Mirana. Mirana's been very popular in this latest patch, but they haven't been banning her. They haven't really been paying attention to her. But like during the TI4 qualifiers, it was like first ban material.
Yeah, I mean, it's just team preference by the looks of it, or just mixing things up. And well, no Earth Spirit. Will they go for the Nature's Prophet? No, they will not, as they pick up the axe. Oh man.
It's a man-mo time.
Are we looking at an aggressive tri-lane with potential creep skipping, or?
I think so. Like, what can they do about it? Like, how could they have nothing to stop the axe for like from doing that?
Oh man, do you think they could go for like a Dazzle on top of that just to make sure they have that extra heal as well?
If Dazzle would be utterly broken, like this axe would then never die. Like a blink daggered axe, shallow grave if he ever gets low, that would be just completely OP'd.
Oh, and I love to see those kind of strategies. It's just so fun. Plus, it forces out so much action. So, just a viewing experience of sorts. But
Maybe
well,
even axe mid though. Like you see RTZ play axe mid in pubs. So I wonder how ballsy Earth Spirit is.
I mean, how well do you actually think the axe would fare against the Brewmaster?
Well, they're both melee, and I think if Axe levels up his battle hunger, I mean, he would be able to harass the Brewmaster out of lane.
We might just as well see this. It depends on what Earth Spirit is going to go for now, and they pick up the Doombringer. So I think Axe is going to be a part of. Although I think they might just leave him safe lane against the Darkseer, and if that is the case, I'm not too convinced actually how well an Axe can go up against the Darkseer.
I don't think Axe is going to do well against Darkseer because he's just going to be harassed out of lane with Ion Shells.
Yeah, maybe they are sending the Axe mid lane after all and leaving Doom safe lane against the Darkseer with going Luna 3 and +1 on the aggressive tri lane. But Sneaky Nix Assassins, well, they pick up a Tiny now. They had a Chakiro from before. And I fear for no Earth Spirits in those team fights. If there's a vacuum on top of the Ice Path with the Avalanche Toss to follow up.
Do you think we're going to see a Wisp this game?
I actually
or is that just too greedy?
I think Sneaky Nix Assassins, they were not planning on it. And no Earth Spirit, they were like, okay, we ban out the Rubik because we don't want our Doom or Eclipse to get stealed. Rather than ban out the Io. So even if they do go for it, I guess no Earth Spirit, they're prepared to take it on.
I mean, so far, Sneaky Nix Assassins, their possible lanes are safe lane Tiny, possibly mid Brew, off lane Darkseer, and then Jakiro +1 with the Tiny, but their lanes, they don't have to do that. Like, you can do support Brewmaster, you do Brewmaster, Jakiro, Tiny in lane, and then another mid, but, oh, they banned out the Dazzle, so yeah, you were right.
I mean, at the moment, by the time that no Earth Spirit is taking you with the last pick, it sure feels like they didn't have a clear-cut pick in mind. Maybe it was the Dazzle, and if it was, to me, it would have been just so much easier to pick it as the 4th pick, because I highly doubt that Sneaky Nix Assassins would have banned out, oh my god, the Doombringer as the 5th, but Lich, well, the Frost Armor definitely helps with the creep skipping if they want, plus of course Treant Lich, man, those towers will never die.
I think it's going to be a dual lane mid possibly, so maybe Lich and Doom. So, because Doom has 0 base armor, right? So, constant armor on the Doom or just roaming Lich around the jungle.
I actually think they could easily go for an aggressive trial. Lich is really good in that situation, especially as it would be now against a dual lane, a Tiny Chakiro, I guess, because the Chen will be in the jungle. And Luna would get a lot of farm, whereas Tiny wouldn't be getting as much as all, especially if Lich hits level 2, sacrifice into constant frost blasting. I mean, plus, then I would like to see the Axe against Brewmaster and Doom against Darkseer, because Doom, he has more health regeneration with the Scorched Earth, as well as him being able to devour the creeps that get Ion Shelled.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So that is one way of dealing with those.
But that would of course require for no War Spirit to know how Sneaky Nyx Assassin is gonna lane this, but that's actually one of the downsides of being a known team, is that you can predict the lanes to some extent just by seeing what player picks up what hero.
Exactly, but like they could play kind of whatever, right? You know, like this. They have stand-ins, so the stand-ins could kind of go into whatever position.
Yeah, indeed it is. And at the moment it is. It could easily be Darkseer mid lane as well, because it's going to be against a melee regardless, unless it's going to be
Yeah.
like Luna mid lane, which I
Oh, I
don't
would love
think.
to see a Luda or
Well,
Lich, maybe Lich mid.
Oh, well, today I got to see a Skywrath mage mid and it just wrecked completely.
Yeah, Skyrath is a really strong hero. It's just he falls off late game unless he's really, really fat.
Yeah, that Skywrath was going for an early Dagon as well. So, well, they were so far ahead anyway. So it's just
That's
if
just
you're
a pop
ahead,
stomp
get
for him.
farther ahead. But to introduce the lineups, starting with no War Spirit with the standing Glacius up on the Lich, leaving Fan of Soyeon on the Luna with Ifrit to play the Axe. And well, Ifrit, he was mid lane in the last game, so I think he has Tango share to him as well. So gonna see Axe mid lane with Narnia to play the Treant Protector, and the last one for them will be Merc X on the Doombringer.
Alright, so here on the Sneaky Nyx Assassins, we have Lust playing the Jakiro and Stand-in SN playing the Tony. We have by SNA playing the Panda, Jungle Chen by Fluff and Stuff, and the solo offlane Darkseer on IX Mike.
Oh man, I love this sword on the Brewmaster. I just think of Final Fantasy VII straight off the bat.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
you can't look around it. It's like big ass sword. I really would love to see a hero who has like multiple swords split up as well and just go for some rapage. But and that's me just being a fanboy of Final Fantasy from my younger days.
I haven't played Final Fantasy in the longest time. One of the more recent games I've been playing is Persona. I don't know if you've heard of that series or not.
Oh, I actually haven't, unfortunately or fortunately. I don't know, man. Is it good?
It's awesome, yeah. If you like kind of dungeon type, like it's an RPG, a JRPG. It takes place in Japan.
Oh man,
Really,
sold. Japan,
Awesome.
I'm sold.
yeah. I'll send you I'll send you a link over Skype for one of the for the good games.
Yes, sounds good. Sounds good to me. But the creeps will meet, and SNA actually Brewmaster just went for a first point in Drunken Brawler. I'm not too sure what he actually thought about encountering, but I guess he just really wanted to get that crit going for himself.
Yeah, it makes last it easy. Like, I mean, he has pretty decent base damage to start off. Like 57, like at level 1 is really good. So I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I well, whatever the reasoning may be, I guess he just can't spam out the Thunderclap all that much anyway until he gets his bottle. So just wants
Yeah.
to get the fastest possible bottle for himself. But this bottom lane, I mean, this tri lane from Nowhere Spirit, they're just doing so well thanks to the sacrifice of the Lich. And I mean, Tiny, he can barely stay in XP range like this.
If Luda dies, that would be very surprised because there's no killing her with ice armor and living armor. She's just pretty much unkillable.
Yeah, look at mid lane Ifrit just taking harassment from the Tornado, and the Tornado to a melee hero. Most of all, just such a pain in the ass, and he has to back off. So Brewmaster just has free farm over the lane now, has his bottle being brought out by the courier, and this time no courier snipes or anything, but Fluff and Stuff has rotated up into the enemy jungle now. Oh, what? Oh, we have the immortal item on Axe. That Berserker's Call looked pretty damn awesome, the animation of it.
Yeah, my favorite has to be the Tinker one. Like,
Oh, man,
gets a
I hate the
custom
sound of the Tinker one though. It's like,
Oh, that's what I love about it. It's something new.
well, it's... To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of cosmetics in games overall, but if he gets a Berserker's Call off, no spins though. So no harass on Brewmaster effectively, but the cosmetics is just... I mean, I know it from my days when I used to play Heroes of New Earth ages ago.
Oh,
was...
mid lane.
Oh...
He's low on health. No, he got his bottle as well.
But top lane, Doom actually in some trouble. X-Mike wants to get the chase. He actually throws the tower aggro. But the center there is there as well with the Iron Shot. They might get the first, but
it's
Doom.
first blood.
Scorcher runs out, and oh man, one more like Fluff. He does get it. The center helping out as well. So Nyx Assassin, they draw first blood, and Fluff and stuff take some harassment in return. But
He should be fine.
yeah, now X-Mike comes back in. No mana for another Iron Shell though, and Glacius. There's the living armor, but I mean, Iron Shell is just so good against the living armor.
Oh yeah, like pretty much within a few seconds it's gone.
Yeah, well, I mean, even though they give away first blood, this bot lane is still this tiny 3 and 0. Well, he's level 3 at least, and actually, him staying solo in XP range, I think that's a pretty smart move by them last. Trying to pull at the same time because it's not blocked or anything, but Ajax Mike taking some harassment now, Lich coming in as well, but no mana for the Frostblast because he went for level 2 in Frostblast, leaving Sacrifice on level 1, and if you go for that build, you can't constantly spam it out. I really like if you just take Sacrifice into level 2, you get the lower cooldown, as well as, even though the Frostblast does a little bit less damage, at least you'll be able to use it. But looking at the other lanes, Fluff and stuff, he's smoked up, he has a Hellbear Smasher with them, can't actually get the kill on Ifrit, he's already down to half HP, he has the regeneration room, but oh, there's the Hellbear, it gets the clap, the Thunderclap, oh man,
again,
Ifrit.
living armor.
Oh man, can he actually stay alive, the Thunderclap to slow him down, but they won't follow up, they had the Test of Faith as well, there's the Hellbear Smasher Thunderclap, and now, well, Narnia, he's coming in there, a little bit too late.
One more right click.
Oh,
The regen.
Oh god, that
The
counter kill.
turnaround.
Luz and Beam coming in. They get the slow on SNA as well. Can they get the leech hit? No, it's on cooldown. No mana for it. And Ifrit doesn't get in range. But I thought it was kind of questionable for SNA not to chase that down and Fluff and stuff still going for it.
Luna just kind of loosened beamed the creep. Got frustrated.
Oh man, you need those last hits. It's all about getting those last hits. And well, as they all rotated away from here, Tiny, suddenly he's getting some farm. 10 and 2. Level 4 as well, and well, if he gets the levels, he can easily start going for the kills. With just the Avalanche DOS combination, even this Luna actually might fall. But SNA mid lane 21 and 1 compared to 18 and 2, so Ifrit, he didn't die and well lasted twice. It's pretty damn even as Narnia. He comes back with almost full mana thanks to the clarity. Stops the pull from happening, so that's really nice as well, or the stack from happening of the pool camp. And now it's Tiny show at the moment, and no Earth
Here
Spirit.
comes Fluff and stuff mid, and they pop the Panda ult.
Oh
I think
man.
Axe is dead.
Yeah, he spins, but the Panda Brewlings, they don't care at all, and well, they need the Test of Faith, they do have it just to ensure
There's
the
a
kill.
nuke from Chen.
Oh, and Tiny gets a kill bottom lane, he might go down in return, he does indeed, with the Frostblast, but he killed off Luna before, and that's worth it, I think, for them.
Yeah, it's a great pickup for Tiny. He was doing really bad on last hits, but yeah, definitely some needed gold. But he didn't buy anything before he died, I don't think.
Yeah, well, I mean, just that's the power of a Tiny. He's level 5 as well. Avalanche does do so much damage. And I was saying as well that he might get the kill on Luna like this, especially as the Shakira is helping out with the Liquid Fire level 2. And they find Narnia now. Fluff and stuff comes in. There's the Avalanche toss and another kill for them. Shakira finishes up with the Ice Path. But man, suddenly this tri lane isn't looking as strong for no Earth Spirit anymore.
Yeah, Tiny's getting levels. Like he doesn't need that many items. He needs a Blink Dagger, that's about it. Get a quick level 6. He's just one creep away. Once he gets his level 6, this Tiny's gonna be really hard to kill.
Oh man, so once again Sneaky Nyx Assassin 4-2 now. At the start I thought with the lanes it's like, okay, bottom lane should be a massive win for no Earth Spirit. Other lanes kind of even. I mean, Brewmaster against Axe. With the rotations coming in, yeah, it sure may change something, but should have been rather even, as should have been the Darkseer versus Doom. But with the rotations coming out early from Sneaky Nyx Assassins, they just made it work in their favor. And at the moment, farm-wise, they aren't winning the bottom lane, but they're getting the kills slowly now. And oh, Glacius might be in trouble. The Ice Path, it is there, catches him as well. But they do back off, and a Nature Skies, once again, a value point into it.
So, like I said, he's an OP'd hero. He may not like do a lot of damage, but like what he brings to a well-organized team is just you don't get that from any other hero. Essentially, a free escape and armor, like a global harbor.
They actually popped down a sentry here as well, but I think it was oh man, just look at how close this sentry is to this observer ward here. Oh, Frostblast.
Oh my god, that is just so frustrating.
Oh, if only they knew. It's a fresh, brand new observer ward as well, more or less. It would have been a pretty big loss for Nova Spirit, especially because they wouldn't have been able to spot out the rotations of Nyx Assassins, but well, now they do, and Ifrit, he was farming up the enemy jungle at the moment.
He's got some balls on him, man.
Oh man, balls of steel, but Axe gets the Berserker Skull. Well, it's not nearly enough as Brewmaster
he's
pops the
dead.
Primal Split, he's going for the kill, Boulder Toss. There's the burn from the Fire Panda, and it should be a kill as well, thrown up in the air, waiting for the Boulder Toss to come off cooldown. Really smartly done by SNA and the Earth Spirit as well. Oh, another Berserker Skull, he gets the bonus armor. The Living Armor comes out as well with Fluff and stuff. Test of Faith.
Oh, he's gonna live!
Oh man,
Oh,
Living
I don't
Armor,
know.
too strong.
He should have been a dead axe.
I mean,
He got really lucky.
Brewmaster played it perfectly as well, just throwing you up in the air, waiting for the Boulder Toss, but...
But the waiting for the boulder, that's what got him. Like, that's what got the armor off cooldown.
Oh man, I mean, without that, he wouldn't have gotten the kill as well. Plus, of course, he was buying time for Fluff and stuff to rotate in. But he got a really low roll on the Test of Faith. And now mid lane, Fluff and stuff. Not gonna be in trouble because Ifrit, of course, doesn't have his Blink Dagger halfway through it if he wants to rush it. And, well, I think he does need to rush it. But top lane, haste on the Brewmaster with the Ion Shell on top. There's the Thunderclap. He right click with the crit immediately. Vacuum and, well, oh man.
That is one dead Doom.
That was just...
No, he usually when you see a Doom die, he tries to throw off his ultimate because he's not gonna really be using it. But he saved it. He could have got it on the IX mic and maybe could have killed him if he had support come in.
Yeah, that is the biggest thing about it. The supports, they're just down on the bottom lane. They do have TPs, or at least Glacius does, and they just can't seem to find the kills. Sneaky Nyx Assassins, they're just playing it so well. The Tiny is staying as far back as possible every time he sees nowhere he's trying to rotate in. And well, they just avoid disaster, and even though the Tiny isn't getting as much farm, he's still level 7, already has 1 point in grow, so got some extra movements. It has the power threads, as well as a bracer, so him only dying once, just staying alive already gives you a lot of gold.
Have you noticed Luna picked up a Midas? When did she get that?
Oh man, I guess it was before the power threads. I saw him having like 1.3k gold and just boost of speed, so I thought like, oh, maybe Hand of Midas, but then I thought like, no man, it's way too greedy, but I guess he went for it. But Brewmaster, he has a Blink Dagger, it's being brought out by the courier. Ifrit, still 600 gold away from his own, and the tower in some trouble. The Living Armor comes out, but the Liquid Fire actually helps really nicely on the towers against the Living Armor. Now Luna comes in, he has the Eclipse, so Nyx Assassins, well, they have the Blink Primal Split, so they can easily fight into the Eclipse. I mean, the Brewmaster Brewlings, they do not care for the Eclipse at all.
Yeah, Brewmaster's just a strong hero. I'm surprised he's not picked up more often in these games. I think we're going to see a lot of Brewmaster at TI4, hopefully.
Yeah, it's very likely to happen. Let's just put it like that. But actually, I mean, looking at the Axe for a second, Ifrit, he's farming up the jungle, but his skill build, what do you actually think of him maxing out Berserker Skull and Counter Helix, but not a single point in Battle Hunger?
Well, he's really, like, I expected him to put at least the value point in Battle Hunger to harass in mid lane, but I don't know. That's why these guys are professional players. They must have something in mind that we don't know.
Oh, the tower gets sniped, but the Ice Path catches too. The Thunderclap, there's the Primal Split coming out, and well, Glacius, he's dead. There was the Avalanche, the toss, oh no, thrown up in the air for the treant, and oh, Ifrit, he wants to go for last, can he get the Culling Blade? The movement speed, the toss, oh my god, just in the nick of time, as Ifrit Living Armor keeping him alive for a little while, but Ice Path, one right click by SN, and make it a kill, as now Treant Protector might lose his life as well. He doesn't have an Nature's Guys, he doesn't have enough mana for a Thunderclap. SNA actually waits for it, just went for the right click, but I think they'll be able to chase him down. Maybe toss, come on, toss, yes, Panda toss, Thunderclap.
Tactical pause. Oh, disconnect. The Doom disconnected.
Oh man, I just love the Tiny, even without the IO or anything, just tossing people in like this, especially if the heroes have like the Thunderclap or maybe Hoof Stomp even better, but you can see that SNA, he's already mid animation for the Thunderclap, and Narnia, he's gonna go down. I mean, there's a fade time on Nature's Skies as well, it's 2 seconds, and between the Thunderclap, which is it actually enough? 25%? No, it is not, but
No.
Thunderclap and one right click will do the job.
Also, I don't know if you caught it, but Sneaky Nyx Assassins took top tower for free, completely uncontested, and Doom is just farming away. Looks like it's a support Doom. He's going for a mechanism.
Well, I guess somebody has to get it on their team if they want to fight early, especially against the Jakiro, the Panda, as well as just the Avalanche toss. And maybe Jax could go for it, but he needs to rush the Blink Dagger just to be effective at all. So, I mean, I feel like he's forced into it, but I'm not the biggest fan of a safe lane Doom farming up a mech.
Exactly. I think he should have went a bit more greedy. Maybe went for Midas himself.
But, well, he has 2 deaths to his name, so the Midas might not have come out as fast as he would have liked. But then again, if the Luna already went for a Midas, if you're banking it on the later stages of the game, why not just go for 2 Midases?
Exactly. Go was super greedy. I mean, look, their lineup isn't really late game besides the Tiny, but I think Luna and Doom and Axe would probably do a lot better late game against a Brewmaster and a Tiny in the later stages of the game.
It's hard to say. With the BKBs, they would definitely just shrug off anything that Nyx Assassins had to throw at them, unless it's a Tiny Aghanim Scepter doing tons of damage, but even that wouldn't be that bad. Luna will have high amounts of armor thanks to the agility that she builds with her items. And well, I'm not too sure if I would have agreed with double Midas. I maybe would have liked 0 Midases a little bit better, but
You're not a fan of Midas Gaming?
no, it's just that. Oh man, just a solo kill by Ajax, Mike. Ion Shell, Vacuum with the wall, and Luna. That's
She
a
just
dead one. And
melted.
Hand of Midas off cooldown, and Tiny, well, they kill off Glacius as well. Suddenly 10-2 the kill score. This is snowballing out of control again.
Yeah, let's take a look at the EXP graph. 5k almost for Sneaky Nyx Assassins, and almost a little over 3k in gold. I mean, it's not terrible, but they need to start getting their items. Like Axe needs to get that blink. He's 300 away or 250 away.
Oh, he might go down if the Avalanche connects. Tiny, you could see him trying to go for it. Fluff and stuff was coming in around as well, as was SNA. So Avalanche with the blink, Thunderclap, toss to follow would definitely have been a kill. But oh, Brewmaster finds himself a double damage rune now. Blink still on cooldown for another 4 seconds, as is Primal Split for 45 seconds. But Luna, while the Eclipse might save her, he has the backup. They have the Overgrowth finally. Narnia is level 6 Glacius. Chain Frost already on cooldown. Well, I'm not too sure if that's the smartest fight for Nyx Assassin. They go in Thunderclap, right click, Luna already down to half HP. Pops the Eclipse, there's the vacuum, 1-4, no wall though, and Luna still alive with the living armor, helping out. Oh man, that spell just keeping heroes alive and Fluff and stuff. Slowed down. There's a nice Ice Path to stop the aggression now. Oh, SN comes in, Avalanche was used, tossed as well, but they're still alive. There's the Hand of God coming out. So they're just fighting this out. They're having the sustain it. Oh, the Berserker's Call with the blink onto free. Can he get the first dunk off his game? Yes, he does. He needs to go for more down. Another Ice Path. It's a 2-for-1 so far. 1 support for 2 cores as well. Make it 3-for-1. 4-for-1 as Glacius. He's gonna fall as well. Ion Shell, right clicks. And double kill for SN. Mega kill streak for him. And oh, another Berserker's Call, the dunk. Oh. Well, he's getting the kills, but that's still a 2-for-4. And well, he might lose his life in return.
Right here.
This is just a disaster. Ice Path. Oh, he got the blink out. They just kept him in the air for a little while too long there.
And here comes the TP support. They're not going to lose this tower.
Oh, but Luna, I mean, can she actually do enough? Losing P1 to Ajax Mike, he's dropping low. Doesn't have too much mana to work with. But SNA, nope, not going for the Ice Path, off target as well. And now Ifrit, he blinked in. They want to go for last. They will get the kill. The Berserker Skull catches him. Dunk.
Oh, so satisfying to see those dunks.
Indeed it is, and he's been getting a whole lot of them now. He just got 3 from those fights. I mean, he was 0-2-0 before, but now 3-2-0. So they're getting some kills, but they gave away so much in return. At least they're probably gonna get the tier 1 tower for their troubles now.
And he's got 50 access, 1500 gold. I mean, do you think he should go into a Vanguard?
Well, I don't think the Vanguard, maybe even build a pipe to be honest against the lineup of Sneaky Nyx Assassins. Or just straight up Aghanim Scepter to ensure to get those early dunks in the fights. And if he gets in, oh, the Berserker's Call off target, a nice blink out by Brew. But I mean, just the Aghanim Scepter maybe for the higher threshold, because I think they need the movement speed in those fights from the early dunks. But oh, Avalanche toss! Is there a blink dagger? Yes, there is. Tiny. The Chain Frost is there. It doesn't bounce around too much, but Brewmaster, he's tuned up. He's gonna go down. Overgrowth, but Tiny sent back by the Chen already. But they get one, and can they get more now? They don't have the blink initiation at the moment. 5 seconds on cooldown for Axe. A nice Warstone by the center, who gets eaten up by the Doombringer and Fluff and stuff. He actually might lose his life with a Frost Blast to slow him down, and make that another kill. So no Warp Spirit, they are fighting back.
Yeah, they turned that around. Like, I thought that was gonna go a lot. Oh,
Oh man,
that's
just a
too much
blink dagger,
gold.
Tiny. So
So much
great.
gold. And he's got his level 11 now. This Tiny is gonna be really difficult to kill.
I'm pretty sure that no Warp Spirit did not see the blink Tiny coming in for the last fight already. Just suddenly a tiny in your face avalanche does. I'm actually not too sure how much damage that even does, but because you take extra damage, so it's 600 minimum and maximum, like probably, well, with some right clicks in between with the toss, like 700 damage, I would want to say. Or
Yeah, it says about 20% extra damage. So like,
well, but you get the increased toss bonus from the grow as well, which is 50% now instead of 20, I guess.
okay, yeah.
So it's hard to calculate that, man. It's probably like 800-ish damage.
That's really broken for like a combination of a Q and W spell. Like Tiny's really strong. Just
And
it
actually,
takes-
I mean, the Tiny, lately, I've been seeing more and more Blink Tinies coming out.
yeah, when you don't get a wisp to go with your Tiny, the Blink Dagger is a really nice choice. And Tiny just picked up a drum, so he's going to be hitting a lot quicker. Like, look at it, level 11, he hits for 217 per click. Like, that's just insane. And that is
Yeah.
without her negatives.
I mean, just come back to the early minutes of this game where the Tiny just barely stood in XP range, no last hit. It's just, he could only dream of getting any last hits at all. But now, suddenly, net worth wise, all the free core heroes on Nyx Assassins, they are the top of the leaderboard. But actually, surprisingly, they're not that far ahead of the other three on Earth Spirit. Just 1k net worth ahead on each, maybe at best. And well, looking at the gold graph, it used to be 5k in their favor. But suddenly, it's down to 2,500, whereas XP, well, that is still 6,500 plus climbing.
But it's gonna change. Like, Luna is gonna catch up level-wise because of that Midas. Like, it's off cooldown now, so she's not using it. But it will, she will catch up to them.
But she should be ahead of them, and especially with the Hand of Midas. But now lost on the run, but Tree and Protector can't catch up, or can he? There's the Battle Hunger, finally a point in it, or rather two even, but Shakira just runs away, and oh, X-Mike wants to go in. Ice Path catches now, the vacuum is there as well. Only onto one though, and there's the Orc. If they want to turn it around, they have the Blade Mail on the X as well. There's the Eclipse, they will get 2 kills. The wall comes out, X-Mike is still alive with the mech. The Frost Brass bounces, but well, Primal Split in between, and a 2-for-1 again, and they're going for more Avalanche Toss. 3-for-1. It looked decent, but I think they're gonna lose the Doom as well. He has his ultimate, but no point to pop it out in this situation.
Oh my god, what happened there? Like, they were in... I don't know what happened.
It looked decent. I mean, popping the Eclipse, but that's just the difference between level 2 Eclipse and level 1, I guess. I mean, him being level 10, just 1 point in Eclipse. I really thought, like, Darkseer, he's gonna get blown up after the Chikiro, but the bounces, they just ended. Oh man, that's 19 and 8 now. They were slowly pulling it back, but suddenly Goldcraft just skyrocketing to almost 5,000, especially after this tower kill now. And well, XP almost 10,000 in their favor. Are you kidding me?
And I don't know what they can try to turtle it, but like they can't. Once they come in full fledged as 5, oh, they're sending Brewmaster back.
They want to catch Fluff and stuff now. Ifrit, he's on the hunt, but doesn't have extra movements. Oh, never mind, he does from the Battle Hunger still. But the Ice Path just stops all the aggression. And 19 minutes in SNA, he has an Aghanim Scepter now on the Brew. Oh, he blinks in as well, Thunderclap. No Primal Split for him, but doesn't look like he's even gonna need it. Oh, Fluff and stuff.
Was that a Dagon?
I think I saw a Dagon. Who was it on actually? Well, it is Fluff and stuff on the Chen indeed. And well, SN, he blinked in. He didn't get the kill on the Luna yet, but he's just chasing the drums. Oh, a nice Berserker Skull onto 2. Can they get the dunks? No, the Ice Path. Oh, toss as well. They get the X. They're gonna get the Doom now. And well, I thought he might get the 1 dunk, but that's a 90-minute GG again.
Another 19-minute GG.
Oh man, they just completely wreck no Earth Spirit. I mean, of course, both teams were using stand-ins, but Nyx Assassins, they just have way more experience in the competitive scene against higher tier teams, and they make it shine.
Yeah, you're right. It's the experience, really. Like, you have 2 former Team Liquid players on this team that are just playing out of their mind. like fluff and stuff. I don't know. How do you feel about getting a Dagon? Do you think that's a little disrespectful towards your opponents? Like you're already winning, and then to just kind of rub it in their face like that?
Well, the burst damage is good against the Treant Protector as well as the Doom. The Doom, if he gets the sustain, just the Scorched Earth will heal him back up so much, as is the case with the Living Armor, so I guess it's not that bad of a choice, but maybe it was trolling a little bit.
Yeah, like I mean, they're they're not the favorites to win. You have the stronger team, but I always like there should be a sign of respect between like the teams when you're playing a lower kind of tier team. You shouldn't really kind of be getting trolly items. Just I
Well,
don't know.
at least they didn't go like full out troll because they still went for items that allowed them to finish up the game fast. So they weren't like taking the piss and just farming up kills but not getting towers or anything like that.
Yeah.
I have
Overall,
seen
great
that
game.
as well, and for that I was really disappointed.
Oh, who played?
Oh, I don't remember anymore, man. But I think it was like Osleeki Gaming versus somebody.
Yeah.
But, well, I guess this is it for this best of two, man. It was really fast. The start was delayed, but they made up for it. I mean, they just
Yeah.
finished before time anyway. The next cast for us will be in 50 minutes time or so. Union Gaming versus No Air Spirit. So hopefully No Air Spirit can just gather their wits, maybe get rid of their stand-ins. I mean, I'm not saying that they perform bad or anything, just
Yeah. Yeah.
get
Yeah.
their normal core 5 players together and hopefully perform a little bit better. And well, thank you all for tuning in a lot. If you enjoyed, be sure to follow us on Twitch as well as our social media, Facebook and Twitter.com/HeflatV to know when we're going live and with what games. And well, just some songs in between, and Hallmark, some finishing words.
Yeah, I want to send a shout out to one of my buddies, XSplit Mix, and yeah, follow me on Twitter, Mr. Hallmark Dota, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And Coucher, it was a pleasure being here with you.
Indeed, same goes to you as well. And guys, be sure to actually support the joinDOTA League Season 2. If, however possible, just buy the Dota TV ticket for it. It doesn't increase the price pool all that much, but I think pretty much the ticket is like $3 or something plus, and $1 goes into the prize pool. Something along those lines. And well, it's a great tournament. The admins work really hard to actually make this happen, to get some great games for us to cast as well as for you guys to watch. So be sure to check it out on joindota.com. But that's gonna be it for us. I won't even close the stream, just some music until we get the next game.
All right, we'll see you then.